Hello students, how are you? Today we learn about upper and lower bounds. Today we learn upper and lower bounds. Today we learn upper and lower bounds. Okay. See, for any number, what is the upper bound, what is the lower bound, that we should see. Okay, for example, with the example we'll learn. For example, I am taking 15. This is a whole number. This is a whole number, integer number. Okay, so this 15 lower bound and upper bound depends on the given question. If they are asking you find the upper and lower bound for a nearest whole number. For a nearest whole number means, what is the nearest whole number? Next number you will get, if you add plus 1, you will get 16. This is the next whole number. For this, what is the next whole number? If you add plus 1, you will get 17. That is the next whole number. If they are asking, you should find out the lower and upper bounds for a nearest whole number means, so your difference is what? To get a nearest whole number? 1. So that is difference, D. That is 1. So D by 2 we take what? D by 2, 1 by 2. That is what? 0.5. That is what? 0.5. Means you are subtracting 0.5 from 15. Then you will get what? 14.5. You are adding, you are subtracting means left side part, that means lower bound. You are adding means right side part, means 15.5. If you draw a number line, this is the number line. Okay, so here this is 15. Next whole number is 16. The before whole number is 14. Okay, this is the number line. This is the whole number. These are all whole numbers. But for this whole number, what is the lower and upper bound means? Lower bound is somewhere here 14.5. This is 15.5. So if you draw the line up to here, this 0 we will include, but this here I am putting a 0 to represent 15.5. This we will not include, because 15.5 if you round off, you will get 16. You will get 16. Because of that, 15.5 you won't take for this round off number. Okay, so yeah, this is the upper bound. This upper bound we take, with this upper bound we take, but in this way we take. So we write on a number line, how we write the range. How we write the range means, if we take any this whole number be x, so we write like this. 14.5 we will include, 14.5 will include, 14.5 if you round off you will get 15, so we'll include 14.5. okay, 14.6 if you round off 15, 14.7 if you round off you will get 15, so no problem. So 14.5 less than or equal to x, this is less than 15.5. in this we will write the inequality. Range we will write like this. Okay, so this is the lower bound, this is the upper bound. So upper bound is 15.5, but we take only the numbers in between 14.5 and 15.49, up to 15.49. okay, so afterwards 15.49, if we become 10, that 10 we add to the previous number, it will become what? 15.5. see, up to will take 15.49. so this 9 will become 10, Then what will become 15.49? This 9 will become 10 means what? So 10 means what? 0 and 1. This is the meaning. Oh? So 15.5 it will become. So because of that, up to this point we will take. Then 15.5 is the upper bound. 14.5 is the lower bound. Lower bound we will include in this range, but here we won't take the equality. This is less than 15.5, less than. So this x is less than 15.5. This is the range. So upper bound and lower bound. This is upper bound and this is lower bound. Okay. For this is the question for. So you should find out the upper and lower bounds nearest whole number means this. Okay. No, the question is like this. You should find out upper and lower bounds to nearest 1 dp, 1 decimal point. Means how? So for example, I am taking now my x is 14. My x is 14.2. 14.2 because to nearest 1 decimal point means 1 decimal point you should take. Okay, 1 decimal point you should take. So here you should find out the upper and lower bounds. Okay, so next 1 decimal point means next decimal is what? 14.2, next 14.3, next 14.4, next 14.5. Now what is the difference for 14.2 to 14.3? Your d is what? 0.1. That's all. 14.2, 14.3, 14.4 like that. So d by 2 means 0.1 by 2. You will get 0.05. 0.05. This d by 2 you should subtract and also you should add like previous problem. So to get lower bound you should subtract, to get upper bound you should add. Now 14.2 minus 0.05 means how much? You should subtract like this. 14.2 0.05. Here nothing is there means put 0. Direct subtraction. 10 minus 5, 5. Here 1 is there, 1. So 14.15 is what? This is lower bound. This is lower bound. So upper bound means what? You should add 14.2 plus 0.05. So that is equal to 14.25. This is what? Upper bound. This is what? Upper. Now what is your range? Your range is 14.15 less than or equal to x less than 14.25. So this is lower bound, this is upper bound. Upper bound we won't include, Nana. We take less than here. Less than or equal to we won't take. Okay. So some problems we will see. Some problems we will see. So these are the examples. So to explain the topic now. Here also on the number line you want to show means like this you will see. So first is 14.2. Given question is 14.2. Next number somewhere 14.3. Before 14.1. Okay. So in between the 14.25. So here 14.15. Okay. So this we will include up to here, but this we won't include. Okay. This is the number line representation. Okay. Some problems we'll take. Okay. If it is nearest whole number we are asking. So I am taking a problem of 2 bits I am taking. One is another example. So one is 83, second bit is 1000. The question is you should find out upper and lower bounds to nearest, the question for both, nearest whole number. Nearest whole number. So this we should find out. Okay. So 83 next whole number is 84. Means how much you are adding? Plus 1. 1000 next whole number is 1001. How much you are adding? Plus 1. Okay. Now d by 2. This is your d. Okay, now d by 2 is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Okay, so 83 plus 0.5, you get upper bound 83.5. So 83 minus 0.5, you get lower bound, means 82.5. So 82.5 less than or equal to 83 less than 83.5. This is your upper and lower bound representation. Okay, here also the same thing. So your d by 2 is 1 by 2, means 0.5. So to get upper bound, 1000 plus 0.5, that is 1000.5. So 1000 minus 0.5 means 999.5. Okay, the subtractions you know, I think. Okay, so lower bound is 999.5 less than or equal to, or 1000 is less than 1000.5. Okay, this is nearest whole numbers. So coming to, you correct to one decimal point, you should find out the upper and lower bounds and correct to 1 dp, 1 decimal point, correct to 1 dp. Next bit. Okay, I am taking one more bit, that is 3.8. Okay, next bit I am taking 10. 10.0 means 10 dbit. Okay, 1 dp. So 1 decimal point is 0.9. This is 1 decimal. Next decimal point 3.9. Next 3.10 means 4.0. Okay, so to get 3.9, so what is your d? D is 0.1. So now d by 2 is 0.1 by 2, so 0.05. Okay, so this you should subtract and add. 3.8 minus 0.05. So this is 1/10. Here nothing is there. So add, subtract. 10 minus 5, 5, 7 and 3. Okay, so this is 3.75. This is what? Lower bound. Okay, upper bound, just you add 3.8 plus 0.05. So there is 3.85. This is upper bound. So what is your lower and upper bounds? 3.75 less than or equal to 3.8 less than 3.85. Okay, so coming to here, 10.0 means it is actually 10. It's actually what? 10. But for 1 decimal means 10.0. So 10.0 next number is 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, like that. Means what is your d? D is 0.1. So d by 2 is 0.1 by 2 is 0.05, is 0.05. So here lower bound is what? 10 minus 0.05, that is what? 9.95. So 10 plus 0.05, this is the upper bound, this is 10.05. Okay, so your range is 9.95 less than or equal to 10, or 10.0 or less than 10.05. So this is 1 decimal point. For on that point only you should check. Okay, so coming to next bit, next model. Coming to next model, if they are asking in this way, so you should correct to 2 significant figures. You should correct to 2 significant figures. You should correct to 2 significant figures. Means what to do? Means, so in this 2 significant figures, maybe the given question is a whole number or an integer or a decimal number, whatever it is. So anything they can give, but you should correct to 2 significant figures. first I am taking an whole number. First I am taking a whole number. Okay. So this is the whole number. 420 is the given question. X. So 420 is the whole number. So two significant figures you should correct. Means first significant is highest place 4. Next significant, next highest, that is 2. So this highest place will change depending on the next highest place. Yes or not? Yes. So because of that, this 420 next number is next highest is 3 here. 2 next 3 means 430. Next 440. Next 450. Like that this hundreds place will change. Yes or not? Afterwards 490 last. After 490 it will become 500. So significant figures means highest places. Okay. So means what is the value the number is carrying. According to that we will do the problem. So here this, if the this place is changing, automatically this value will change. Because of that, so this is the tens place, this is ones place. So tens place means what is the difference here? So here difference is 10. Tens place means 10. Difference is 10. D by 2 means what? 10 by 2. That is 5. That is 5. So now the lower bound is what? 420 minus 5. That is 415. Upper bound is 420 plus 5. That is 425. Now the number line is like this. Okay. This is 420. This is 415 and this is 425. Okay. But this we won't take on. Okay. Means 415 less than or equal to 420 less than 425. Okay. This is the whole number, two significant figures. If I take a decimal number, how it is? If I take a decimal number, I am taking this number. 0.84 is the question. So here also two significant figures. Here also two significant figures. So whether in a whole number or a decimal number, the value increases from right to left. From right to left is increasing. So this is 100th place, this is 10th place. After decimal, this is 100th place, this is 10th place. So compared to 100th place, 10th place is greater. So two significant figures. This is one significant, this is another significant. These two are two significant. So to change this number, this value has to change. Yes or not? To change this number, this. If it will become 5, 6, 7 like that, then the round of number will be 0.9. Okay. So this has to increase means 0.84 will become 0.85 means what is your D? D is 0.01. Next 0.85 will become 0.86 means again 0.01 you should add. Okay. So D by 2 is what? 0.01 by 2. So 0.005. So your D by 2 is 0.005. Okay. So now lower number means 0.84 minus 0.005. Here third decimal, here nothing is there means put 0. Subtract 5, 3, 8. Okay. So this is your lower bound. This is your lower bound. Upper bound is, this is lower bound. Upper bound is 0.84 plus direct addition 0.005. 0.845. This is what? Upper bound. So now your range value is 0.835 less than or equal to 0.84 less than 0.845. Okay. So if it is the whole number, this is the way of doing. If it is the decimal number, this is the way of doing. One more bit I want to explain. See, that is, if the question is like this, if the question is like this, 3 decimals are there, 0.045, 3 decimals are there. Okay, question is correct to 2 significant figures for upper and lower bounds. Means, so 0.0 means this is not significant. The significance starts from here, 1, 2. Okay, these two are significant figures. So if the value will become 0.046 means what is your D? If it increasing, 0.46 means 0.001 you should add. Okay, so see, 0.045, 0.001 you should add 6, 4, this you will get. For 0.046, 0.001 you are adding 740.0. Okay, means 0.045 will become 0.046 when you add 0.001. So now what is your D by 2? Just you should find out what is D. Then upper and lower bounds automatically will get 0.001 by 2. 1 by 2. Okay. So 0.0005. So what is your D? 0.0005. Okay. Okay. Now this you should subtract and this you should add. For lower bound, 0.045 and 0.0005. One more 0. Subtraction. 5440. This is your lower bound. Upper bound means 0.045, 0.0005. Adding 5540. Okay, this is your upper bound. This is your upper bound. Now, see, the range how are we writing means 0.0445 less than or equal to 0.045 less than 0.0455. So this is your lower bound, this is your upper bound. Okay. So this is one more example. One more example I will teach. See, one more example. I am taking a biggest number, 25,000. 25,000. So correct to 2 significant figures. What is the significant figure here? This is the 10,000's place, significant here. This is significant. Okay. Next significant is this. So this is significant, this is significant. These are all zeros. Okay. So because of that, this is the highest place value. To change the highest place value, you should check the next place value. Okay. So because of that, this is what thousands place. This is what thousands place. 25,000 will become next. Next is what? 26,000. Next 27,000 means what is your D? D is 1000. D is 1000. D by 2 is how much? 1000 by 2 means 500. Means 500. Okay. Now lower bound. Now your lower bound is what? 25,000 minus 500 is 24,500. What is your upper bound? 25,000 plus 500. 25,500. Okay. So on the number line we write like this. Okay. If it is 25,000, this is 25,500. Okay. 25,500. This is 24,500. Okay. We take whole thing, but we won't take this. So 24,500 less than or equal to 25,000 less than 25,500. Okay. All the models I explained. Okay. So I think you understood. One more bit I'll explain. see, if the question is giving in a word form, so word based questions are there, then what to do? Simple, similar. The mass of a sack of vegetables is given as 5.4 kg. Your x is what? 5.4 kg. Illustrate the lower and upper bounds of the mass on a number line, first number line. Using mkg for the mass, express the range of values in which m must lie as an inequality. So lower and upper bounds you should find out. Okay. So 5.4 will become 5.5 when you add 0.1 to 5.4. Yes. So means your D is what? 0.1, because 5.4, next 5.5, 5.6, 5.7. In this way the number is growing. Okay, it's increasing. So because of that, to get 5.5 you add 0.1. To get 5.6 again you should add 0.1. So your D is 0.1 by 2. So 0.05 is your D. So what is your lower bound? 5.4 minus 0.05. How to add? Most of the children are having the difficulty to add and subtract the decimals. Okay, without calculator you do. So here nothing is there, means 0. Subtraction. So 5, 3, 5. So this is 5.35. Lower bound. What is your upper bound? 5.4 plus 0.05. So 5.45. So the question is, you represent on the number line. See, this is your 5.4. This is your 5.45. This is your 5.35. Okay. So you should take all the numbers except 5.4. Means 5.35 is less than or equal to 5.4, less than 5.45. This we are showing on a number line. So in place of 5.4 kg, mkg is given. Then how? So 5.35 is less than or equal to m is less than 5.45. Okay. Okay. In this way we will do the problem. Next question. The capacity of a swimming pool is given as 620 meter cube capacity. This is correct to two significant figures. Calculate the lower and upper bounds of the pool's capacity using x cubic meters for the capacity. Express the range of values in which x must lie as an inequality. Like this. Okay. So what is your x? 620 meter cubic meter. Okay. So they are saying two significant figures. Saying two significant. What is the significant? First significant, this one, highest place. Next this one. So 620 will become 630 when to add 30. To add 10 to the 620, it will become 630. Means your D is 10. Then D by 2 is 10 by 2, that is 5. So lower bound 620 minus 5, that is 615. So upper bound 620 plus 5, that is 625. Okay, on the number line we show like this. This is 620. So 610 somewhere here, and this is 630. In between, this is 615. This is 625. So we are adding. The whole thing will take except this. Okay, means 615 less than or equal to 620 less than 625. If you take x capacity in place of 620, then the number line inequality is 615 less than or equal to x less than 625. Okay, this is the way of doing the problem. I think you understood the problems. Okay, in the next class we will continue.